Would you rather have $1 million or 1 penny doubled every day for a month? Most people immediately say they would rather have the $1 million. But the truth is, the people who choose the penny doubled every day for a month would end up with over $5 million after just 30 days. That's the power of compounding. And that's how true long-term wealth is created. It's also exactly what the iCoin Pro micro-profit system teaches you how to do. Right now, Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are just starting to be recognized and accepted as a viable currency around the world. And it's creating the biggest shift of wealth the world has ever seen. And there are two main ways you can profit from it. 1. Invest and hold. This is what big-time investors like Bill Gates and Richard Branson are doing. As we're making this video, the value of 1 Bitcoin is about $2,500. Experts predict that Bitcoin will be worth over $10,000 in the next 3 to 5 years. So if you had $500 to invest today, that would buy you about 0.2 Bitcoin. If Bitcoin's value goes up to $10,000 in 5 years, your $500 would be worth $2,000. Quadrupling your money in 5 years is never a bad thing, but making only $1,500 in 5 years really isn't going to change your life. But for someone who invests $1 million and turns it into $4 million, that's much more significant. That's why, unless you have hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars to invest in Bitcoin, this option really isn't going to do much for most people. That's what makes the second way so powerful: trading cryptocurrencies for compounding returns. Just like the penny doubling every day, when you learn how to make small daily profits and compound them over a few years, it can very realistically change your lifestyle. That's what makes iCoin Pro's exclusive micro-profit system so powerful. Our system teaches you how to easily and effectively earn anywhere from 0.5% to as much as 5% each time you buy and sell a cryptocurrency. And the best part is, anyone can become a pro at this system in just a few days, even if you've never even purchased any Bitcoin. Using the example of having $500 to invest, instead of simply investing it and holding it, when you learn how to follow our simple system to make small daily profits, you can turn that same $500 into as much as $200,000 or more in the same 5-year period, all by the power of compounding. So what does compounding really mean? It simply means instead of just your initial investment making you money, the money you earn on that investment is also making you money. Let's take an example. If you start with your $500 and in a few months you grew it to, say, $800, now instead of only having $500 to make you money, you now have an additional $300 working for you. While that may not sound like a lot, just like 1 penny doubling to 2 doesn't sound like a lot, let's look at the effects of this strategy over the course of a few years. You can start with any amount of money, whether it's just $10 or $10,000. And you can use our compounding returns calculator to look at the results of any investment you want to make. To keep with our example, let's say you started with $500 and you used the micro-profit system to make small 1% profits 10 times a month for approximately 10% monthly growth on your money. After 2 years, your $500 would be worth over $5,000, which is already more than you would earn just by investing and holding. After 4 years, you would have over $50,000. And after 5 years, instead of just turning your $500 into $2,000 by holding, your $500 would be worth $195,000, and you never had to take another penny out of your pocket after your initial investment. Now keep in mind, this strategy requires discipline. When your account grows to $30,000, $50,000, $100,000, and more, it's easy to get excited and want to take some of that money out. Buy a car, pay some bills, and you absolutely can anytime you want. It's your money. But remember, when you take money out, you have less money working for you. This is a long-term strategy to generate enough wealth to retire in the next 5 to 10 years, completely outside of and without competing with anything else you are doing to earn income. And the best part is, once you learn it, you can literally do it in just minutes a day. Oh, and want to know something else? Remember the 2 ways we talked about to profit in this once-in-a-lifetime transfer of wealth? It's just as easy to trade in Bitcoin as it is to trade in dollars, euros, or any other currency. That means you can do option 2 without missing out on option 1. If you did what we discussed in this example and followed the system using Bitcoin, you wouldn't just have $200,000. If Bitcoin quadrupled in value from where it is today, that $200,000 would be worth almost $800,000. The cryptocurrency revolution is here, and the window of opportunity is wide open. But that doesn't mean anything if you don't take advantage of it. It doesn't take a lot of time or a lot of money to get started, but you need to get started. For just $39.95 a month, you can learn the system that is finally helping the average person have a once-in-a-lifetime chance at retirement. Now that you understand the power of compounding, let's go back to our original question about the $1 million or the penny doubling and change it to this. Would you rather have $1 million or $500 compounded at 10% a month for the next 8 years? Nobody's offering you $1 million, but the bigger option is sitting on the table for you. Ready to change your life? iCoin Pro and its trainers provide an informational service only and are not responsible for any investments made applying this information. The results described are for illustration purposes only and are not guarantees of future income. Any investment contains risk, and it is 100% the responsibility of the investor to assess the risks and rewards involved. It is possible to lose some or all of your investment. We assume no liability assumed or implied for your application of the information shared from the training programs.